G'day guys, Andrew from Auzevo here. So just a quick review video today. I have been just doing some maintenance on my car, getting it ready to get it up to Ben's to get a retune done on it at some point. Probably should talk to Ben about that and book it in. Anyway, as part of that I'm going to put some new plugs in, change out the filters on the fuel pumps to the new aftermarket Industries filters I purchased. I'm going to do an oil change on the gearbox and engine, all that kind of stuff. One of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to get my injectors clean. I run a E85, have for a few years, haven't had the injectors clean over that time. I do run 98 through it occasionally, but I think if you do run a E85, the majority of the time it's worth kind of getting injectors clean every 6 months or 12 months or whatever. I looked into the pricing. You're probably looking at 120 bucks possibly to get them ultrasonically cleaned and then tested, make sure they're all working correctly, flow patterns and so forth. I typed in injector cleaning machines on the internet and came up with this device here. So I'll just swap this camera around just one sec. So this device here, so this is a Autool CT150 injector cleaner. I purchased this from an eBay store, which is $370. I was thinking that pretty much the fact is I'm going to get these, or should be getting these injectors cleaned every 6 to 12 months, 2 or 3 cleanings, and I've probably got my money back. So decided to purchase one. It might be a little bit over the top for a garage mechanic kind of thing, but anyway, that's how it goes. So realistically it's pretty much the same as a professional machine, just a cheapy version thereof. It works in the same way. You have a rail on the top, a little fuel pump in a reservoir underneath, and electronics that allow the injectors to be fired in random or set patterns. It also comes with an ultrasonic cleaner on top here, you can see there, which allows you to clean your injectors. Now my injectors, when I pulled them out of my car, were pretty dirty, I've got to say. The ends of them are quite gritty and black. I've run through this machine and they look like new now, so it does work very well. What I'm using as a fluid is a mix of diesel, shellite and isopro alcohol. It's pretty much the same as up an engine cleaner. I actually got the idea from a guy who made up a home version of Seafoam, which is an American upper engine cleaner. It's quite popular over in the States. You can buy it here, but it's pretty expensive, 30 bucks a litre or so. I just use 4 parts diesel to 2 parts shellite to 1 part isopro alcohol, and also throw a little few 150 mils of injector cleaner, Penrite injector cleaner in the mix, which is why it's got a little bit of a pink colour, you might have noticed there. Anyway, so that's the device. It comes with a whole lot of accessories, adapters for different injector sizes, blocking off plugs and O-rings, and there's a tray for putting your injectors in when you've got them in the ultrasonic bath. I'll just turn it on here. So yeah, so on the screen here, that flashing doesn't flash like that, so obviously the camera's doing that. You can see the control panel with 4 glass tubes. It's got a pressure gauge up on top there. I'm running ID 1700 injectors in it. Probably getting towards the limit of what this thing can pump out as far as fuel flow goes, but it does work just fine as far as I can tell. You've got a whole heap of different, and you can see that's focused there, but a whole heap of different options or on lists of things that it can do, oiling tests and acceleration tests and leak check tests and that type of thing. Basically you select on the dial here what you want to do, comes up with a working time, injector times, and press go. It has a little lever in the middle here which allows you to open and close the bottom of the tubes, so then you can do different types of spray test. This is a high speed spray test. So, and that allows you to kind of see if your injectors are pretty even, which mine aren't too bad. Anyway, so that's what I've bought. I'll put a link to it on the page on this video, and I'll also see if I can find a link to the little kind of information sheet that came out about the mix of the spray to pour, the mix of the fluid to put in it for cleaning purposes. But like I said, there's a whole kind of different thoughts on that. I had a bit of trouble kind of nailing it down as far as what to use in the machine. The guys were using this seafoam, and I thought, well, I'll just make a copy of that. Yeah, it's cheap. Made a few litres of it for not very many dollars. So there's a few little negatives with this device I've discovered. One is if you overfill it with the cleaning fluid, it'll leak everywhere. It has a little sight tube there on the side, you can see. I filled it up halfway and half of it leaked back out. You probably only need, you wouldn't even need a litre. The maximum that the 4 tubes full is 600 mils or so. So you're probably putting 800 mils into it would probably be enough just to keep some fluid around the bottom of that pump. It is a pretty messy thing to use, even as it is. I don't know if the better kind of higher, more professional ones allow you to pump out the rails and stuff after you disconnect the or before you disconnect, will take the injectors out of it. This one doesn't, so the fluid tends to leak out a little bit. You need a few rags around just to help keep things clean. Yeah, but as far as I can tell, other than that, it kind of works pretty well. I think for the money, for 370 bucks, it's a bit of a bargain actually. Comes with guarantees and warranties and all that kind of thing if there's any issues. So I will, yeah, I think it'll make it a lot easier to keep these injectors clean. Yeah, okay, that's about it. Have a good one, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.